It's round one, day two. Welcome to an August 17th edition of the Concacaf Champions League Preview Show. I'm Scott Kleba. The Champions League roars on tomorrow night with a lengthy four-game itinerary. At 8 p.m., we have two Group B games. Opening round winners Joe Public and Santos will meet in Macoya, while the Columbus Crew host Municipal. At 10 p.m., in Group A, U.S. champion Real Salt Lake welcomes Panamanian champion Arabe Unido to Sandy, Utah. Plus, Mexican Clausura champion Toluca travels to El Salvador to face FAS in a Group D tilt. We start with Real Salt Lake and Arabe Unido. Real Salt Lake has been in existence for only 6 short years. However, over that time, it has constructed the impressive Rio Tinto Stadium and a championship-caliber team. It is their first foray into international competition. I spoke with forward Robbie Finley before the USA took on Brazil in a friendly last week in New Jersey. Robbie, what are your thoughts about the upcoming Champions League?
It's going to be a tough schedule, you know what I mean? We're busy with our league games as well, so just got to make sure we get enough rest and look at our opponents and see what they're capable of doing and prepare the right way.
And you personally, what are your feelings about participating in the tournament?
I mean, it's something new to me, you know what I mean? It's just another opportunity to be able to show what we're capable of doing and to move forward. So we're looking forward to it.
When Arabe Unido made its run to the quarterfinals last year, Orlando Rodriguez set the pace with 8 goals. Arabe will have to find a way to repeat that success without the striker, who has been out with an apparent ankle injury. It won't be easy. Even with Rodriguez, the Panamanian power lost its last 3 CCL games. To make matters worse, they were shut out in each one. Orlando Gonzalez, Arabe Unido's general manager, remains optimistic.
Our goal is to reach the semifinals, but we are very ambitious and want to go for the title. We are positive our level of play is as good as it gets in Concacaf. We have proved it to ourselves, and now we have put together a group of players who will give it their all on the field and face anybody eye to eye.
With the sting of last year's narrow quarterfinal elimination at the hands of Toluca behind them, the Columbus Crew come into this year's competition with a better idea of what to expect this time around. They meet visiting Municipal of Guatemala, which returns to the CCL after missing out last year. Steven Lenhart, Robbie Rogers, and Guillermo Scalotto account for 7 of the Crew's 9 all-time goals, and they are back at it once again, looking to add to their goal haul. If Columbus is to take it to the next level, it will need to be more assertive at home, where it has won only once in 4 Champions League games. Columbus Crew General Manager Mark McCullers shared his thoughts with Concacaf TV.
We think with the 1 year of experience now that we really know how to go about advancing farther in this tournament, and we'd like to be the first MLS team to win this tournament for sure.
Municipal was certainly an entertaining team in the CCL 2 years ago. A total of 25 goals were scored during the 6 games in which it played. Unfortunately, the Reds conceded 13 of those goals, winning only once, but tying on 3 occasions. If they figure out a way to turn some of those draws into wins, perhaps a run into the knockout round is possible. Santos will be making its second trip to Macoya, Trinidad in 3 weeks, when it takes on Joe Public at the Marvin Lee. In a subdued first-leg opening round performance, the Guerreros defeated San Juan Jeblote 1-0 thanks to a late goal by Rodrigo Ruiz. It might be hard to believe, but that was the Torreon-based side's first ever away CCL win after 6 games. Jose Rodolfo Reyes spoke with Concacaf TV after Santos' comprehensive 5-0 second-leg win over Jeblote.
We started very good in form in both the local league and the Champions League, but we still have to improve. I think the team is physically fit, and we just have to hope and work for a good performance in both tournaments.
After 3 straight home CCL losses, Joe Public came good in the second-leg opening round game against Brujas, winning 4-2. Prolific scorer Kerry Baptiste netted his second strike in 2 games. To get a result against Santos, the defense will need to stay strong. In each of its last 4 home CCL encounters, Joe Public has conceded 2 or more goals. Head coach Derek King was happy to advance, but knows there is still much work to do.
Well, you know, Costa Rica always have good teams. You know, it was a good side, but at the end of the day, you know, we home. So, you know, I said, you know, let's applaud the guys for our job. You know, we really put on the football. I told them once we win our individual battle, we'll come out on top. We have a little time before our game. We look to strengthen the squad with a couple of players that we'll bring into the team. You know, and we have plenty of work to do for this group stage.
To cap off the night, FAS squares off against Toluca in San Salvador. Last year, the Red Devils were eliminated by Pachuca in the semifinals, 2-1 on aggregate. Many of the stars from that campaign have returned to go one step further. Hector Mancia and Raul Nava, who each have 3 goals in their CCL accounts, are on the lookout for more. FAS advanced to the group stage by upending Jose Lahu 2-0 after drawing in the first leg of the opening round series. Keep a close eye on Alejandro Bentos. The Argentine striker struck for both goals in Guatemala City. Well, that's all for today. Join us again tomorrow when we preview Marathon and the Seattle Sounders. Remember to log on to Concacaf.com for live games, highlights, news, previews, and more. Thanks for watching Concacaf TV, your source for the Champions League.